bananas for Banana Girl.
Hello, I talk about painting. Have you been subscribed? Supper, pleasure, I paint, I draw today. Forget nice places. I'm a digital artist. Create emotion, pay emotion.
Just ordinary life?
I'm so dismotivated.
Vibrant colors.
But Uncle Stalin said, no matter
He's not
who
uncle.
votes, not my uncle.
Do we have to pray in Polish?
Of religion. Yeah. Tired, dismotivated.
Why does it so ugly?
The largest block complex in Poland was designed by viruses. And fungi.
We watch our...
These are the sketchbooks. Oh, that's kind of nice. There is flat. The colors are very vivid. Color palette, as you can see behind me, can be something graphic arts, graphic traditional. The mood is not your feeling, show your anger. Wisdom tooth. My hand is in the frame. The second group hates first group. The first group sucks. The second group is so bad. I'm just manipulated. Uh-oh. Second year better or first year? One painting finished. The German expression, degenerate art. I don't care. I care so much, really I care. I'm gonna lie through I'm a bad teacher. Students want to manipulate the teachers. Teachers want to speak Russian and Ukrainian. What was that?
Guy that you don't know the name of.
Eerie, unusual.
By using different colors, I created different emotions.
And I'm very proud of you because there is movement and smile to my face.
Students were severely manipulated during the filming of this episode.
Hello again and welcome to Artistic Workout episode 13. Oh my god! Last time we talked about Fauvist color and expressionistic role of color in shaping the emotion of the viewer and the artist working on a painting. And it is something close to my heart and my style. But then I look at other people's paintings and I'm like, okay, well, maybe they are right and I'm missing on something. And as always, my name is, what's my name? Bartosz. What's my last name?
Banana.
No, you're Banana.
Banana Girl, you are my hero.
My name is Bartosz something something. I have a doctorate from... Where do I have a doctorate from? You don't have a, yeah. Doctorate from surgeon? Oh. I cure souls. Psychiatry, maybe, psychiatry. No? Fine Arts Academy in Kraków, Poland. And before that, I received a master's degree from that same school. They let me. Jesus, so pathetic. Yeah, mistake. And before that, a few years before that, I received a BFA from Cornish College of the Arts in Seattle, United States of America. Fancy. Because my father worked at Microsoft. Oh, painting and videography. BFA in painting and videography. I'm just like a child. I draw, I paint, you know. I painted, I drew trains, and now I paint trains, and I went to see the trains with my grandpa.
Oh, shut up, teacher.
And there were steam engines. I like to teach. Sometimes. I had a dream about teaching today. What about realism? What about subtleties? What about the richness of colors within desaturated shades of gray? Is each gray the same? Or are they different? What is natural gray? Neutral gray, excuse me. Neutral gray is a gray without any tint. It's neither yellowish, nor brownish, nor greenish, bluish, reddish, and so on. Similar thing can be said about browns. Shades of brown, you know. Some browns are more orangey. Some browns are more reddish, or they say orangey, greenish. Yes. And as I said, the world is not as saturated as one might think. The world is full of subtleties. We have a richness of variety within unity, and it can be found both in buildings, windows, walls that are apparently, you know, on the first look just gray, but also on tree branches and tree trunks. And once I started contemplating.
So is it contemplating or
upon
contemplating,
this
Dr.
fact,
Milewski?
Looking somewhat critical at my own teachings, which I guess it's okay. I mean, there's nothing bad about it. My students did some wonderful work, I think. But in somewhat reverse order, which isn't a bad thing. It might be very stimulating to the mind. I went back to nature, to observing all the subtleties. And once I have done it, I don't look at the world quite the same. The recurring problem
With students' work.
was, for example, brown tree trunks. I mean, come on, to me it's just kindergarten level. To explain the color of tree trunks and tree branches in another way, I went into a Photoshop, an ancient version, because I'm not as young as my students.
Stop it!
And actually my first encounter with Photoshop was probably 1998. I have an eye picker eye. Let me zoom in. It's all so advanced technically, you know, like I have a special software that simulates a laptop. Let's see this, right? And then move with a bucket. Am I in the right field? I hope so. So this is the color that I picked from somewhere there. Is it brown?
Just look how Dr. Milewski is asking himself the very important question. Am I half Moran and half idiot? Are tree trunks brown?
Okay, that's the color. These letters are so small. They're making them smaller and smaller as I age. This is it here. Okay, so it is kind of a warm brown now. My super advanced system. Okay. What is that? Okay, maybe here. Yeah. And this would be the rectangular shape number 2. And now a bucket G. So does it look brown? Let's see. Green olive. So there is green in it. So it's a shade of gray. It's not a neutral gray. Something like a greenish gray. I think it's fantastic. Fantastisch. Okay, I just so amazing. All these shades. How about this? I haven't adjusted them. Okay. So this looks like brown, and this is taken somewhere from here. Perhaps the sample radius is too small, so this would be somewhere near the orange. How about here? Thank you. Okay, so this is the color that I sampled somewhere. Okay, do you see that? And somewhere here. Is it brown? It is kind of brown, huh? So it is brownish. But what about these brown colors? You can see how desaturated the world is. Okay, so like how desaturated, how not obvious. Well, the colors are not obvious. And look at this palette that we have here right now. It's an interesting set of colors. And why don't you use something like this in your digital artworks? I'm a digital artist. I don't know anything about color or drawing. And my colors are all saturated to the max and they don't match. You're lazy, you're not a digital artist, you're just lazy. Okay, let me put it mildly, I'm sorry, digital artist.
Is being lazy a good thing or a bad thing? Do bridges collapse because of overworked designers and maintenance staff?
Are you lazy enough today?
Today not, but
No?
yesterday yes.
How about you? Were you lazy enough today?
I try my best.
Do you have good practice with being lazy?
I would say so.
I'm very proud of you.
I am very proud of myself too. Thank you very much.
Are you lazy, Dr. Milewski?
Am I lazy? No, not really. I'm not lazy. It's really late and I want to post it. So it's Wednesday today, and if I want to post it on Saturday, I have to hurry. I did some work today, like drawing and filming the drawing process. Yeah, and look how beautiful these colors are. I mean, I know the white balance might be a bit different. Actually, no, it's not that different. Okay, so what is this? What did we get from here? Okay. You can read, you can see where it is located. So it's like reds, more or less, not oranges, but it's so much towards white and gray, white and black here. So this is the actual color. And look at the beauty. Look at the beauty here. Look at this. Realism is in itself a slippery subject because painting is two-dimensional. The world is three-dimensional. Our eyes behave differently than photographic camera, for example. We see the world in 3D. We can adjust our the way we see contrast when we move our eyesight from one thing to the other. Our eyes being limited, they are in their capabilities, they are coupled with the brain. So what we see is kind of an HDR, like picture, something with a high level of contrast. That's one of the differences. So there's no such thing as realism, really. But we can either come closer to it or be further away. The extreme is to go into abstraction, which doesn't have anything to do with the observed world. As I said, we're going to the beauty of the world in its subtle changes of colors as well as textures, shades, the playful light, because what we see is not only the local color but also whether a certain area is brightly lit or is in the shadow or is in a half shadow shade. So on top of everything, as I said, light is playing its role. Also, surfaces of different colors reflect different colored light, which then hits other surfaces. And our perception of color is also very, very, very relative. To other colors that are around. So it's a complex world, and it's great and wonderful to dive deeply in it with the hope that even the digital artists are, well, in the university that I worked at, Vistula University, and the graphic faculty, and my classes should be geared towards people who will mostly be digital artists. But do we want our digital artists to come up with bad or very limited, predictable color schemes or not? Do we want them to understand the nature and how colors, light, reflected light of any color affects each other or not? I started exercises with windows. And where are we? The Vistula University is located at the largest block complex in Poland, which was being built in the late 70s until the 80s. Nowadays, old blocks have a company of newer buildings done in the capitalist Poland of the 90s and further on. Right. So, yeah. The block complex was designed by an architect by the name of Marek Budzyński, and despite the limitations of the times, it has some good features to it. For example, you can walk from one end of this huge complex to the other without crossing any streets. Buildings are far apart. Now there's a lot of greenery around them. In the newer times, many other features were developed. There is a subway line which was intended to be here at the start, but the way the things were built in the old days was, first let's build the blocks, the apartments, which were always in a limited amount. Then we'll think about the sidewalks, sidewalks especially, and stores, kindergartens, and so on. So the plans were not bad. I mean, the living areas, the houses, the apartments were small. They're not of very high quality, but actually the spatial planning was often of high quality.
There have been too many words and not enough actions, he thought as he sat uncomfortably on the ground in the shade of a big-ass old majestic poplar tree. It has been a long day for the old man already. Spending an hour as a member of the examination team indoors, and already the 7th or 8th are outdoors in scorching heat of 32 degrees centigrade. And Fahrenheit was born in Gdańsk, Poland. So why don't they use his scale instead of the Swedish guy? New to using pastels in a realistic fashion, squizzed between the tripod and the tree, he thought, will I succeed with this demonstration, or will I make fool of myself? Will I die of boredom in the meantime? Not that I often do, like this one time when... Oh, never mind. Not bad. Acceptable. Dr. Milewski, you pass. Maybe. Oh, you play drums?
Right. Okay, and subscribe and like and leave a comment. If the channel has 500 subscribers, I will fill 100 pages, A3 pages with horizontal lines, rather straight, without the ruler. Would you like to make me suffer?
Go for it, Banana Girl.
Yeah. Tell them to make me suffer.
Go make me suffer.
Banana Girl, you are my
Thank you.
hero.
And if the channel is...
The child is having a core memory.
Yeah. The what? The what memory?
A core memory.
What's the core memory?
He will remember it for the rest of his life.
Yeah? Sure? Okay.
But he ran away.
Yeah, you're scary.
No, you are.
I am?
Yeah.
I look so peaceful.
Well, you're the man.
She's the boxer girl. She could kick my ass if she wanted to. Yeah, right. And so better not mess with the banana girl.
She has a very strong handshake.
Okay, but if I grow the channel, I can have some nice equipment, and then I can do more filming and making some documentary footage and quit my job.
Yeah. And become American superstar.
No, I don't know. I shouldn't quit my job.
AI will replace you, teacher.
I should
The university.
teach. Oh, university. I like many aspects of the university. Okay. Vistula University in Warsaw. Okay. And has good students in graphics. Okay. And then I should say, once again, thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe. And
I broke my pencil.
she broke her pencil. Bye bye.